Something exciting is happening in the smartphone world, and all eyes are on Samsung's next powerhouse, the Galaxy S26 Ultra. The latest buzz from X has everyone talking, as trusted leaker CID shared new images that give us one of the most intriguing looks yet at Samsung's upcoming flagship. The posts mix bold color choices, sleek design, and just the right touch of controversy to keep fans guessing. CID grabbed attention with a confident statement: "Black is always the best color on a phone, and you can't prove me wrong." Alongside it, he revealed dummy units of what appears to be the Galaxy S26 Ultra, showcasing 3 stunning shades that have fans split between admiration and curiosity. Deep blue brings a rich oceanic tone that feels elegant and premium. Sleek black delivers timeless power and classic appeal, while crisp white stands out with a bold minimalist vibe. Together, they suggest Samsung might be pushing for a more expressive and daring color palette this year, possibly inspired by Apple's viral cosmic orange finish. Another post compared the Galaxy S26 Ultra dummies to what looked like an iPhone design, showing navy blue, orange, and silver units beside a flat-edged silver iPhone. The resemblance immediately sparked debate. Some see it as Samsung refining its design language, while others think it's getting a little too close to Apple's style. Still, Samsung appears focused on setting its own path, combining striking colors, premium materials, and a confident new identity. Whether you love it or question it, the Galaxy S26 Ultra is already shaping up to be one of the most talked about flagships of the year. The Galaxy S26 Ultra isn't just another smartphone launch. It feels like a declaration of power, passion, and the future of mobile technology. It's Samsung showing the world that the limits of innovation can always be pushed further. According to Anthony, this device is shaping up to be nothing short of a game changer in display technology. Imagine holding a phone that shines brighter than anything you've ever seen. 6,000 nit peak brightness that doesn't just fight sunlight, it conquers it. Every HDR scene bursts to life, more vivid, colorful, and breathtakingly real than before. But Samsung didn't stop at sheer brightness. The S26 Ultra is also expected to introduce a superior anti-reflective layer, cutting away glare and making the screen easier on your eyes. And with the addition of a new privacy display, you gain more control, keeping your content visible only to you, no matter where you are. Together, these upgrades transform the Galaxy S26 Ultra into more than just a phone. It's a monster in display performance, redefining how we experience screens and reminding us that the future of smartphones is brighter, bolder, and more personal than ever. Samsung's upcoming Galaxy S26 Ultra is shaping up to be more than just another phone. It's looking like a true game changer. Even if the battery doesn't see a huge leap, Samsung is clearly doubling down on its strongest weapon, the display experience. Renowned tipster Ice Universe confirms that the S26 Ultra won't settle for 45-watt charging. It's stepping up with 60-watt fast charging. That means quicker top-ups and a clear signal that Samsung refuses to fall behind in charging speeds. But the real excitement lies in the display. According to Ice Universe, the Galaxy S26 Ultra is set to debut Samsung Display's most advanced OLED panel yet. We're talking about a massive 6.85-inch QHD Plus screen with a 144Hz refresh rate and an insane 3200Hz touch sampling rate. Add Dolby Vision and HDR10 Plus support, and you're basically carrying a cinema screen in your pocket. The real magic, though, comes from Samsung's M14 emitting material and a polarizer-free Koei design. Translation? A brighter, more power-efficient display that lasts longer. Numbers don't lie. 1000 nits manual brightness, 2600 nits full-screen peak brightness, and a jaw-dropping 6000 nits HDR peak brightness. That doesn't just beat the Galaxy S25 Ultra, it even outshines Apple's iPhone 17 series. And efficiency? That's another win. The same panel already seen in the iQ15 delivered 44% better power efficiency and a 50% longer lifespan. For users, that means richer colors, brighter visuals, and a display that keeps performing beautifully over time. To top it off, leaks suggest Samsung might add a clever privacy display feature that blocks side-angle viewing. Imagine scrolling, working, or watching without strangers sneaking a look. Perfect for anyone who values privacy on the go. Put it all together, and the message is clear. The Galaxy S26 Ultra might not come with a record-breaking battery, but it's gearing up to deliver stunning visuals, smarter efficiency, faster charging, and tighter privacy, all wrapped in one premium flagship.
Is going to change a bunch of things on S26 Ultra. Some of them are really good and some of them are just okay. By the way, S25 Ultra is on a good deal right now from Samsung, which you can avail from a prior listed in this video. There are a bunch of things revealed about the S26 Ultra, even the look of it. Recently, there was a debate on the processor of S26 Ultra and things are looking interesting, and one of that processor is confirmed. Yes, the Exynos 2600 is coming next year in some regions, but there's a twist. According to Sam Mobile, Samsung is going to add Exynos 2600 in Galaxy S26 Pro, aka Galaxy S26 base model. The Exynos will be in some regions, not all, but there is no mention of S26 Ultra, and neither S26 Edge and S26 Plus, although I believe S26 Plus will surely get Exynos 2600. But I think we got a good news about the S26 Ultra, because no one mentioned S26 Ultra will going to feature Exynos 2600, which means Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 is coming next year on S26 Ultra worldwide, which is a good news. Even Qualcomm mentioned Samsung will be using this processor for their next generation phone, in other words, S26 Ultra. And Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 is one of the most powerful processor for next year. Also, we're going to get a 16 gigs of RAM option on S26 Ultra. I mean, there's no 12 gigs. All models were going to get a 16 gigs of RAM option. Now, the Qi 2 wireless charging will be a new thing for the Samsung. Although S25 Ultra already supported Qi 2, but there was no magnets in it. Pixel already had it this year, and S26 Ultra dummies are out, and when we look closer, we can see a point for Qi 2. We could hope to get magnetic support for S26 Ultra, but Qi 2 is coming for sure. Now, let's see a controversy about the orange color option on S26 Ultra. The design of S26 Ultra is out, and we saw a bunch of renders including the dummies of S26 Ultra. And every render and dummies shows us a new design. But the last one, this one, started a whole new controversy about the color options on S26 Ultra and that cosmic orange, and everything obviously said a bad comments about it. Straight copy vibes from this image. There is another twist in the controversy. According to On Leaks, a known leaker for accurate renders quoted, very likely nothing but some other AI generated. This means this is all first look game was nothing but an AI generated image. Even last time I shared, this is highly unlikely Samsung would go with such color options, which means in the future we need to wait for actual source to give us confirmation on it. Now, OnLeak shared an actual video which seems the phone is not as curved as shown in the picture, which means we have to take this picture with a pinch of salt and don't take as serious as quoted from other sources. But that twist in the story, there's another source who shared another look of the dummies, quoted, "Black is always best color on a phone and you can't prove me wrong." These are also dummies, but the color options almost matches the foldable lineup. The design looks more or less than same. Even the picture position looks exactly the same, which means this would be an actual picture and the other one is just AI generated color on top of this image. This looks more promising compared to the other one. On this note, if you're still here, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you next time. Till then, peace out.
Is getting ready to drop the Galaxy S26 Ultra. And honestly, this one feels different. Every year we hear the same words: bigger, faster, better. But the leaks around this phone are pointing towards something that could actually shake up the entire flagship game. So let's start with the thing everyone is arguing about: the colors. Leakers have shown off dummy units in black, white, and this insanely deep blue that looks like it belongs on a luxury car, not a phone. Some people love the bold palette. Others think Samsung's taking cues from Apple's playbook after the iPhone's flashy color trends. Either way, it's getting people talking, and that's exactly what Samsung wants before launch. Now, the design comparisons are where it gets juicy. Pictures surfaced showing the S26 Ultra sitting right next to iPhones. And yeah, the resemblance is there. Flat edges, premium finishes, clean lines. You could say Samsung's chasing Apple, or you could say they're just sharpening their own look. Personally, I think it's Samsung doubling down on that serious professional flagship vibe. But design debates aside, the Galaxy S26 Ultra's real selling point might be its display. The leaks are almost unbelievable. A 6.85-inch QHD Plus panel, 144 Hz refresh rate, and a ridiculous 6,000 nits peak brightness. To put that in perspective, most phones today struggle to hit even half of that. Basically, this screen won't just fight sunlight, it'll bulldoze it. Imagine watching HDR content outdoors and it looks better than your TV at home. That's what Samsung is aiming for, and they're not stopping there. Rumors say the panel uses Samsung's latest M14 OLED material, which means brighter visuals, less power drain, and a longer lifespan. There's even talk of a privacy display mode that blocks side angles, so people next to you can't sneak a look at your screen. That alone could be a game changer for commuters. Charging is getting a much-needed upgrade too. The S25 Ultra was stuck at 45 watts, which already felt outdated compared to Chinese brands. This year, Samsung is finally jumping to 60 watts. It's not the fastest in the world, but it's a big step forward for them. Faster top-ups, less waiting, and a clear signal that Samsung doesn't want to be left behind. Now here's the thing. Battery size probably won't see a massive increase, so if you were hoping for a giant 6,000 mAh pack, don't hold your breath. But with a more efficient screen and faster charging, Samsung might be playing the smarter game instead of just throwing a bigger battery at the problem. So when you put it all together, the Galaxy S26 Ultra looks like it's going to hit hard in all the right areas. A bold new design, expressive colors, upgraded charging, and one of the most advanced displays we've ever seen on a phone. It's not just about specs on paper, it's about Samsung reminding everyone that the Ultra is still the phone to beat. So, what's your take on this? Share it down below in the comment section, and I'll see you all in the next one. Until next time, take care.